Today we're going to be diagnosing and replacing an engine mount in a 2007 Saturn Vue. Right, how to diagnose a bad motor mount. What happens a lot is you'll hear like a wobbly noise, or your engine might be moving back and forth, especially when shifting. On this vehicle we've got a mount right here which is bolted in with these two bolts here. So what happens in the middle of the mount, there's some rubber, and that takes a lot of impact off just the general engine wear. When the engine runs, it moves like that. So the motor mount here, it's got a bit of rubber inside. We put a lot of force on it, we're helping it keep it in place, and you might notice the sound stops. That's one sign of a bad motor mount without actually taking it off the vehicle. If you release the pressure, you might notice the sound will come back. You might hear it more on a cold start, but it really depends on the car, the year, the make and the model. So have a listen when I just push the engine here. You hear that knocking? That's usually a sign of a bad motor mount. You shouldn't be able to just push your engine slightly and hear that knocking. It's a sign the rubber is gone. Okay, we're going to take this ductwork off here. So what you need, a flat head, that one right there, 10mm socket on this one right here. Okay, 10mm removed, outer clamp loosened. Loosen this clamp right here, again flat head, and then you can push this off. It's quite flexible, so by prying upwards you can pull it upwards. There's a little bung behind here which just sits in this hole here, so that just pulls out, and then from here rotate towards you like so, and once rotated just move this way and pull out. You can discard this whole piece to the side. Next we're going to remove the airbox housing. Clip here, clip over there, and that should just lift up and out. There's a couple of hinges on the back, you just whittle those. Good opportunity to clear your air filter here. So give it a shake, replace it, a few dollars, not that much. Next thing I'm going to do, attack this bolt right here. And like the other one, this one's a 10mm as well. With the bolt removed, just disconnect this sensor here. There we go. And now we can remove this airbox out of the way. There's a couple of rubber bungs in the front. If you just give it a whittle, it should come right out. Okay, with the airbox removed, we've got a lot more space to work with down here now. So this is what a motor mount looks like. This whole sort of package right here fixes the engine to the body of the car. That is all it does. They are very expensive. I have no idea why. It does have rubber insulators inside to promote dampening of the engine when it's connected to the car. So first things we're going to do is remove this mount right here. So that's 2 bolts. But before we do that, we're going to support the engine. Because we're taking the mount off, the engine will be slightly hanging on this side. With this vehicle, you can take it off and the engine will sit okay, but as a preventative thing on this car anyway, I'm going to put a jack underneath it. So with your floor jack here, just put a bit of wood on there so it spreads the surface area of the pressure. The last thing you want is this guy poking into your pan, might do some damage. And just support the left side of the engine. So we can just prop it under this pan right here and support it. So that is really all you need to do. It's just to support the engine. So now the engine's supported, take an 18mm socket and take off this bolt right here. It just faces forwards. This is the first one we're going to take off. So with the 18 removed, set aside, now we're going to take on these two 15s right here. If the last bolt here is harder to remove, it probably means your engine's dropping or it's lifted too high, so it's putting the bolt at an angle. Play around with the jack and make sure it's straight, and the bolt should come out rather easy. It's a good job for an impact, these two. So the reason we took these two on off afterwards is that when these two are off first, this whole thing tends to rotate when you take this one out. So it pretty much comes out like a dodgy bag of shopping, see? Yeah, so this is the engine mount right here. And you can see inside here, look at that. Totally come away from the surrounding body. So that means a new mount. Which kind of sucks, because these are about 100 off Rockwater. But I might go to Pick Apart and see if I can get a good one, or like a salvage yard. Alright, so I picked this up for $8.25. You know, it looks good inside, that's the main thing. The structural integrity is there. Whereas my other one, it's flapping around all over the place. Now, these are, I think, just under $100 new, so it's about 97 something. And that's a acdelco part. I couldn't seem to find any off-brand ones. So for $8.25, even if it has half the life left, get another one. It makes sense. I don't know. Really up to you. Compare your parts. Make sure they're exactly the same. If you need to transplant the insulator, just move that across to the other one and reinstall back in the car. So when you bolt it back in, put these two almost all the way in, just so it has a little play, and then put your bolt in. If you tighten these up all the way, then you might struggle to get your bolt all the way through. So it needs to just settle around, and then drive this through, and then tighten these two and finish that one off. So that's all there is to it, really. A very simple job, you know, 5-10 minutes, good to go. Thanks for watching.